Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to The Witcher, The Wild Hunt. The Witcher Part 3, The Wild Hunt, where last time we were in the pursuit of Ciri. We have many quests to pursue her on. I'm sure each one will give us just a little fragment of storyline as for why Ciri has returned, why the Wild Hunt is after her. None of them will be the complete picture until we complete them all. I would be very surprised if we like that would be like probably the biggest twist in any of like this kind of RPG is like imagine if like you're given several leads to chase and like one of them just happens to be the one, and you do that before the other quests that seem like main quests. But no, we have to help the Bloody Baron find...
Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt it always lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Ah, yes, I remember the scene where Geralt said, "All is lost." No, he never said that. What does the boy have to say? No. So there's that. We have the witches of the bog. We could talk to them and see what's going on with them. We also have the Bloody Baron's family. We also have a missing transport that was supposed to go to Kara Metz, who we will likely help because she is hot. We also have other side quests. I don't see myself doing the races. Like, the racing controls in this game, not exactly great. Let's see. Jenny of the Woods is still above our level. We are level 6, which is good because once we hit the next level, we get the upgrade that I want. Let's see, where is the Baron's family quest? Is that a little bit farther down? No, that's... secondary quest. I don't know. Witcher is, the Baron's kids are level 6, and the Ladies of the Wood are level 6. Everybody's level 6. Let's see if we can help out Kara Metz first. And then we will worry about main quests. Last time, I feel like all I did was side quests. But this is a game that is flush with them. Well, thankfully, Roach is not too far. He's never too far off. But sometimes when you call for him, he decides that he wants to embed himself into a fence, which I personally take offense from. Also, I feel like I've been stupid in regards to taking screenshots in this game with the PS5. I'm playing on console. Because... oh, hello. There's something I wanted to try. Is crossbow against these horses. How effective? It is not effective at all. Or at the very least, it is not particularly fun to use. I mean, it does seem pretty effective, but... Alright, I'm just going to cast a sign at him. That seems to be the best way. What are we going to do? Yeah. Force push. Also, it seems like there's a bunch of monsters here protecting some treasure. And Drega workers. Hello.
Not good.
Really? The opposite of bad. Nope. I probably should be using Igni more than I should be using Ard. I feel like setting these bugs aflame would be... Anybody else left? Oh, hello. Were you here before? I don't remember, Giant. Alright, let's do Igni on this guy. And maybe Swallow? Did that hit him? And actually, you know, let's have some bread. I can't perform that during combat. Okay, good. And I died. Let's try that again. And also maybe have some bread before combat. I did not realize I couldn't eat during... like, it has to be attached to your quick use belt. But with the PS5, like, you can attach 4 different quick use items. But I don't know how to use the second 2. And the controls don't list a way to switch to the second 2. Alright. Well, my second chance to talk to the boy. And Roach. Shall we see if we find this random group of monsters and try to fight them again? Will the monsters be there as well as the bandits on horseback? Yes, there's the bandits on horseback.
Slow now. Whoa.
Let's switch to Igni.
Bad idea.
Already doing significantly better. Okay, you guys can run off. Do whatever it is you do with your lives. No. See, the tricky part with the combat is predicting what kind of attack Geralt will use. Because it's never consistent. Sometimes he does a roll, sometimes he does a spinny spin. And also the lock-on in this game is not particularly good. Alright, got 1 out of 3. Well, 4 if I count the boss that'll show up. There we go. And also I should probably remember that I have heavy attacks. I don't have to rely on fast attacks. Nah. I think I actually saw that coming.
That stench.
My strategy of spin behind him. But I've been poisoned. Will I die from the poison? Do I have an antidote? I just have swallow and white honey. No, that's not really going to help me. Maybe some of that. Hope for the best. Alright, I live. And he does not. Fantastic. What did we get for our efforts? We got a Novigrad longsword, which hopefully does not suck. And various monster parts. It is not particularly good. That is A-okay. Let us meditate an hour away. Replenish our used alchemies. Save our game because for some reason we need to maintain the world state that we have created. And actually, we're not too far from where our next quest goes. Maybe try to learn a little bit from our mistakes. Reliance too much on dodging, not enough on parrying. Although that's the thing with parries. Like, I've never been particularly good at the parry system in any game. Was your transport sent through here? Very rude.
Drowners underwater. My favorites.
Like I played through Expedition 33, but I found the experience to be excruciatingly painful because I am really bad at parry systems. Hello. You know, I just had a thought. Like, maybe I feel like I would like this game better as a pure action game, like without the RPG elements. Like, constantly having to buy better swords and better equipment. Like, if you just had like one set. And maybe, like, you had different styles depending on the weapon you used. More treasure, except this time it's protected by drowners, who are level 4.
You're ugly.
But, you know, considering my issues with, like, oh my... Just barely survived. Why are my weapons already broken? Or at the very least of ill repair. Oh. Excellent. I was not expecting to find a bunch of clothes, but that will be nice. Hopefully they do not look quite as terrible as the clothes I'm currently wearing. Or at the very least have better stats, you know. One or the other. Let's take a look. Okay, got slightly better pants. Ah, significantly better boots. See, this might be better. No, wait, that's -2 from the ill repair, whereas this is -0, so it would be 1 point improved. But this has better resistances. Okay. All right. Supposedly there is a missing transport. Fella somewhere around here. Now, that doesn't seem related. That's just an herb and or spice. Dylan, I lost my father and brother in the last Nordling War. Please, come back to me, for I'm afraid I'll lose my husband too, and our little Beatrice will lose her father. I know the punishment for desertion, but I also know some men have made it home unscathed. We'll hide at Iffin's farm. You'll wait out the war in peace there. I pray for you every day. Alvine. Okay, so we've got some tracks.
Wide, heavy wheels. A merchant's wagon.
Heading that way or this way? Excuse me, headless person. Have you seen a wagon pass through here? Dear Vesey, we couldn't afford to pay for ourselves and Patrick, so we've sent the young lad to you. I know things are tough your way too, that you've 3 tykes of your own, so know that if I didn't have to, I'd not ask this of you, but here in Valenwell, you wouldn't believe it if I told you. Please care for Patrick like your own son. We'll come back for him as soon as the war's over. 1,000 things. Hannah, P.S. Patrick's got a sack of coins in his bags, enough to pay his guide whatever he agreed on. You shouldn't have to add anything of your own. P.P.S. Patrick's afraid of the dark. If you can, leave a candle burning by his bed. Patrick is dead. I'm afraid I've got bad news for you, Hannah. Patrick is dead. Also, considering the war, Hannah is also probably dead. Okay, so this is the direction we want to go because that leads towards Kirametz. Oh my gosh, and then the wagon went off course, spiraling into the woods, careening away from civil, lost a wheel still somehow. Going beyond that, how was it able to go despite the fact that a 4-wheeled wagon...
Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was going to end well. Leftovers, cuts of meat, cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that.
Probably dinner?
sense anything magic, though. Wonder how Kira will explain this one. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it.
Oh, we can actually see what happened to the body. Possibly. Oh, hello.
Come on, come closer.
Ah, I'm trying to parry. There we go. Nope, that didn't parry. That was a stun. Nope, nope. He's gonna explode. See, that's what happens when I try parrying. Oh, hello. There you are.
Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you.
Yeah, I should probably have gone to the road and not deeper in the forest, though. Volkir, we've hit gold, old friend. Not only have we sold all of our stock, we have sold it for 3 times its cost. Our customer wants it all. Wine from Volkir, everything from Beaujolais, Nouveau to the oldest vintages, white, red, rosé, you name it. Catablepas, meat, pickled beef, pepper, cinnamon, cloves. I'm telling you, old friend, everything. There's one catch, however. We must deliver the goods to Valen, to a village called Midcops. I know, dangerous, what with the war and all, but think of the coin. I've managed to secure a pass that will get you across the Pontar. Then it's just a hop, skip, and jump, and you're there. You'll be fine. Klaus. P.S. We'll split the proceeds 50-50. More like you'll split the proceeds 0-0, because you'll be dead. All right, let's just fast... We can't fast travel from nowhere to somewhere. Let us go north to the I don't know. I feel like there's a lot to be discussed in regards to like faster fast travel. Like, on one hand, it's nice and convenient if you can fast travel from anywhere. But this essentially means that you miss out on like possibly unique interactions that occur in between points A and B. So consider a game that doesn't necessarily have pronounced fast travel. Let us actually meditate for an hour. Like Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 are both games that didn't necessarily have very like easily accessible fast travel. Like you had, like I remember in Red Dead 2, you had to like set up a tent somewhere or go to like very. It's been a while, but you had to be like like even more specific than what we're looking at.
You ain't safe unless you got a Gabrielle.
That's great. You're not even selling what you're advertising.
Let me have a look at your stock.
All right, let's repair our stuff. We're gonna sell what we don't need. Ooh. Oh wait, that's silver and steel. That's fine. That can stay. And for some reason, I'm keeping Geralt's fancy outfit, though. Like, in case he has the need to go and dress up nice. That's great. I feel by now I really do need to turn off the tutorial, because every time it shows up, it's unwanted. But yeah, like Red Dead and Red Dead 2 both are very big on just the random events that occur from point A to point B. Red Dead 2 especially so. Red Dead 1, like, does it but like in the first game, like these random events, because they are like they're more random. There's less direction to it. Whereas like Red Dead 2, these random events actually have like story and depth to them. And you're like, how is this random person I just happened to pass by in the road like the start of a completely separate quest line? Whereas like Red Dead 1 is usually a lot of somebody comes up from the side of the road and they're like, hey, I need some help. And you're like, all right, I guess I'll help you. And it's, oh no, they're actually bandits out to ambush you. Who would have expected that? But it was like the fifth bandit who happened upon you that day. Kira?
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
I got the substances you needed.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine. Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you. But you must wait a bit.
Fine, I'll wait.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt. Became Vin Cathel.
Wait, what happened to the third mouse? Those are only like 2 horses there.
Third mouse, what happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira,
So it's
can you
dead.
explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother, I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent candidate in all Velen. So, what do you say to a moonlight ride on horseback? And dinner?
I'm a witcher, not a gigolo.
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
One more
I
thing?
transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform our rancid rags into something more glamorous. Don't wince.
Look, I told you I brought the clothes for a reason. For whenever I needed something nice to wear. Alright.
Why not? Might as well go all out.
Then hold on tight. Gavella Glan. So, what do you think? Neckline too modest?
It
It's just
seems...
Well, I might also have changed your hair colour while I was at it. I've always fancied dark-haired men. Oh well, any port in a storm. Well, off we go. Dinner's waiting. Last one there does the dishes.
Isn't his hair color the same? Oh, we're racing. Sorry. Let's see if this horse has the stamina to race this length, this distance. I mean, not really.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa, Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
As fast as you can.
I believe that's Humpty Dumpty. I wonder if she rubber bands. Aha! You won't be able to pass me. I'm unpassable. Oh, sorry. Also, my favorite post that I've seen somebody make about Humpty Dumpty. Hold on. Lately, I saw somebody make a post, I think on Threads or something, that is like, the knights go to the king, and the knights are like, we can't put Humpty Dumpty back together again. And then the king, drunk as fuck, goes, why not let the horses give it a try? Oh, hello. She really planned for the night.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
No, you
Well,
just need a
yes.
really muscular
Then I'd
horse.
never have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Beef and cinnamon and cloves, roasted capon with shallots. It was worth the trouble.
Shall I pour the white or the...
And the death of the transporter merch.
Well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
Yes.
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
How, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, you'd think the only work to be had in Velen would be in farming.
Very true. So, I've two options. I can either start cultivating turnips or...
Oh, so she's leaving. It's probably for the best, because
that's not
Villain
what
doesn't
I
seem
wish
to
to
be the
discuss.
greatest place to be.
Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island?
No, it
Why I
probably
shivered for
isn't the
in
most difficult either.
laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands... Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject. to broach.
Perhaps There's Nothing to Worry About is a
I
great
simply
way
shouldn't
to
have,
set
not
up a
during our
sequel.
romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends with benefits. So,
Your fairy tale, your rules.
really? Then close your eyes.
Wait, is this the horse sex scene? I mean, like,
Two,
the sex
three,
while on top of the horse.
All right, that's enough.
Like, the horse isn't getting involved. The horse isn't part of the threesome.
Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not?
Oh. Okay, I feel like the quest marker is a little bit behind.
Shame. Could have kept her shoes on.
I'm sure we're going to find more parts of her costume.
Now, where's that Cinderella gone to?
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think of something. what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No, it has a different name. Bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Nave.
Did you just put me to sleep? And then I'll wake up and you'll be gone?
Kira,
I guess that's how her Cinderella story ends.
put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something.
It means that she doesn't want to be followed.
Vigile, the tower.
Do I have to put my shoes back on? Why did you even take them off? Geralt, there's the illusion. And also your gloves. Alright, let's see what Kara is doing. Oh, I keep forgetting that I leveled up. Which means I got another point, which means I can actually spend it on the thing I want, which is this. Damage from hits received while dodging is reduced by 100%. Let's see, is there anything I can use to, like, anything that focuses on health gain? Like, there's this when vitality reaches 0, and then adrenaline swaps out. Blah, adrenaline points. Fast attacks now apply a bleeding effect. Alright. But I need to spend 11 more points in this branch to unlock. Okay. And then the signs are just going to be upgraded versions of these, which I should really consider getting some more towards. Like, if Ard had a bigger range, that does sound useful. And I do need to upgrade the delusion ability. That way I could actually affect dialogue better. Alchemy. Probably should. Let's see. During the day, vitality regenerates by an additional 10 points when not in combat. Doesn't sound too bad. Okay, but we do have to actually activate this. So we're going to put it over strength training. Okay. Alright, so I ignored that. We're going to actually see about this quest north of here. Whether it's an actual quest or whether it is a challenge for Gwent. That way this question mark can be removed from the map. That way we can go closer to the next fast travel point, and then we'll head over to the island. I feel like I'm just pushing off the story farther and farther, but we'll get to it. We'll do...
What are you doing here?
What?
a main quest eventually, I swear.
We're making offerings to the All God, clearly. You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this all-god of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
I'm sure
There's
that's
something here. Need to use the eye.
Hmm? Huh. All right. Oh, the All God is down here.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the all-god to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Okay, but then they die. Huh. Shall I just kill him? Threaten to kill him?
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack, lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke, and suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, hmm? Demanding prayers and offerings, given naught in return? I talk at least.
So that's the thing. Like, on one hand, he's not a god, but he does offer blessings, but he is very parasitic to the community that he's attached to. But he's existed since before the community. But does that mean he owns the space? Like, is he entitled to their things? And if they don't help him out, is he entitled to punish them for not helping him? Let's see. If you kill the god, the peasants will become upset because their god is dead, despite the fact that their god has been using them. If you don't, Let's see. Choosing not to reveal this cellar, regardless of whether you've convinced Algod or not, will cause the peasants to continue worshipping it. So regardless of... I'm going to go for settle for their humble offerings or die. Because, like, they have nothing else to give. But they're also essentially demanding the same services and then getting nothing for it. But he's also being punished for... And this isn't going to matter beyond this quest.
Fine, I'll tell them what you want, but they'll carry you out of here on pitchforks one day. You'll see.
Yeah, it's not Geralt's concern. Do you mind if I loot your stuff? Radovid 5 the Stern, the hard slog to greatness, which brings us to the epithet of the current ruler of Rednia, the Stern. Allow me to diagnose the causes and consequences of this appellation. Firstly, the seeds of Radovid's sternness was surely planted in his childhood. When Radovid was born to King Visimir and Queen Hedwig in 1255, his care was immediately entrusted to Philippia Eilhart, the court sorceress. While none dared question if she was fit for the role of tutor, few now envisage her as having been a warm caregiver to a young child, and whatever harsh lessons she gave Radovid clearly left a lasting mark. The next step on Radovid's path to becoming the Stern, the death of his father when Radovid was but 13 years of age. Though rumor has it father and son barely knew one another, the mere fact of being thrust into one's inheritance at such an early age and in such murky circumstances must have had a hardening effect. Definitely. Finally, the Regency finished schooling Radovid towards becoming the Stern, led by Sigismund Dijkstra of Tretogar. The Regency Council imparted upon Radovid a style of politics seeped in Dijkstra's aggressive, no-holds-barred reason of state-first principles. Such are the causes of Radovid's temperament. Now on to the consequences. Most manifestations of his fierce manner are well known. However, a few illustrative examples might prove useful here. They include his summoning of the Order of the Flaming Rose to be his armed enforcers, his later support for the witch hunters in their zealous cause, and finally there's the massacre of Lochmoen. Yet it is in the fight against Nilfgaard that Radovid has proven himself truly the Stern. While the forces of other realms disintegrated in the face of the Empire's onslaught, he has strengthened his own realm and taken command of the joint armies of the North. Whatever their opinion of him before, all clear-eyed observers now agree Radovid the Fifth, known also as Radovid the Stern, is the North's last bulwark against Amir's expanding power. There will be a test. I do appreciate that you do not care that I'm looting your stuff. I think I just picked up something that's cursed. But it's probably nothing. Nope, cured leather, not cursed leather.
Anything new?
Talk to your old god, face to face.
Will he show us mercy?
Sadly, the old god wouldn't bend. Seems this shepherd's got a stern hand for his flock.
Told you, Tribal. Won't move him with tears. We've got to empty our larders.
Farewell. The all god show you favor.
You know, and I suppose they go on to keep worshipping the All God, which means that I guess that even though they're still kind of stuck in like a bargain of sorts. Okay, which way is north? They are still alive, which is a lot to be said about anybody living in this universe. All right, let's head over to Kira, see what she's doing in the tower, which she says should have been destroyed.
A light. Top floor of the tower.
Oh, so this means she managed to get all the way up to the top floor despite the rats? How did you realize I was here?
So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
No, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
I've read about Radovid. He's quite stern.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid. Tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand? I don't have a choice. I will have to parley.
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
We do like our sorceresses at Kaer
Long as you
Morhen.
don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
Women want to live, they want to survive, and not be murdered. I feel like that's a safe... That's a safe bet.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen. Beds free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Okay, so that means, like, I figure we're going to go there eventually, but now that we got characters, we have now 2 characters at least going there. Complete the subplot involving Kara Mutz. All right, let's take a look at our quest log. find the Peller's hut. Now a main quest item involving the Bloody Baron, which I have to remember that the Bloody Baron does not, while the Bloody Baron does not sound like a great name for any sort of political figure, remember that Geralt of Rivia is also known as the Butcher of Balavia? Like, he is not himself an innocent soul. Actually, let's take a look. Okay, our inventory has not moved.
It won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse.
All right, the Peller's hut is in town. It appears that the wife and there's like a fight back at the Bloody Baron's keep. It is unclear whether they were kidnapped or whether they fled.
You'll get the old bugger, you'll see. Bastard. Get out of my sight.
Some strays want.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller?
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
See, having a better delusion level, I feel like that's what I'm going to have to put my points into next.
Maybe we can make a deal.
We'll not plough in bargain with no one. Vengeance. That's what we want.
Fine.
Get the hell out. Now.
And here I thought we'd have a day without corpses.
Herb Majors pay top coin for the special bits of rare creatures. Wonder how much we'll get for his eyes.
I don't think they're going to pay anything for yours.
Round behind!
Yeah. You know, I thought I was done fighting the Baron's henchmen.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Like, I don't understand why I don't have the dialogue option. That's like, hey, I'm here. Like, the Bloody Baron has sent me here to help out. We are literally on the same side. And yet...
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke, and juniper. For Anna, to protect
Ah, you gave that to her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Pella. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Pella could do.
Okay, but still, protect from what?
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, want old magic, born of
Old magic?
'tis not for...
Okay, I'm looking for Anna and her daughter.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, no, nay. Pella don't know.
The bones don't tell you anything?
But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
I'd imagine a spirit.
Princess, my goat!
Never mind.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, princess! Where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get
So in order to find Ciri, I need to find this woman and her daughter. In order to find the woman and her daughter, I have to find a goat.
But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
I have a new quest item. Great. Alright. Well, at least I got the tracks. Alright. Be right back in just a minute. All right. I have returned. New beverage. Freshed. Let us proceed to try to find this amazing goat. Who is... at least we have the tracks. Although it would be nice if the goat seemed to go on a more direct... Okay, I think that's the goat over there. Okay, hold on. Gotta fight some wolves. Alright. Another wolf. All right, there's the goat.
There you are. Come on, let's go see the Peller.
Come on, princess.
Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? This way, your grace.
Ah. It's less that the strawberries are dangerous to the witcher.
Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Where the hell'd you go?
Goat.
Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
All right. Okay, at the very least, the goat isn't that far off.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Well, hopefully this is going to be the worst of the escort quests. Though it's kind of like one of those things where it's like
No roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
like when you have a gameplay element that exists to make fun of a gameplay element. Let's stop for a second. Escort quests aren't great. Having to like stand around for a while and protect somebody as they're moving from point A to point B is not great. And for example, there's a mission in the video game No One Lives Forever, where you're basically just standing around shooting bad guys as they pop out to kill this one guy who's just walking along. And it's a scene that's meant to make fun of those kinds of scenes. Just kind of ridicule them for how silly they are. Like the guy you're protecting, he'll be walking along and he'll just stop just because he dropped a dime on the floor, and he's like, "Where did that dime go? There's a hole in my pocket." Or like there's a fake game made to advertise the video game Bulletstorm. I forget what it's called. It's either called something like Medal of Duty or Call of Honor. And in the game, like, reloading takes a good, like, 20 seconds. But if you want to reload the gun in that game, you still have to wait 20 seconds for the gun to be reloaded. So the thing that you're making fun of is also the thing that you're experiencing. Which, like, I feel like that can get away with it because it's not meant to be a real game. It's supposed to be a fake thing that makes fun of the thing. But when you have, like, a real game and you have a real sequence that is trying to make fun of the thing, it becomes the thing. Like, the escort scene becomes, like, a dreaded escort quest. The dreaded sewer level becomes the dreaded sewer level itself. Like, it manifests the thing that it's parroting into reality by parroting it.
Princess, flee not from the pillar, for there are wolves about.
And a bear. Well, not anymore.
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Bah. Ah.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
Yeah, but the goat was in danger.
And so the pillar shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
It was bear.
Be right back.
Is bear blood okay? Oh, I don't have to do any. I don't have to get it myself.
Will this do?
There is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child.
A child that lives not, yet did not die.
The thing that possessed Tamara.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The Omens sounds like an
Not your
excellent
fate
band
to be
name.
true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you. You must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast, only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witchers lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the I'm Roy.
Under the threshold to what?
That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pellar.
And what does the Pellar do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way all the same.
What?
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefather's Eve. Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefather's Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Read the bestiary to know more about botchlings. Do we want to... Nah, it'll probably be useful, unfortunately. Let's see, weak against whatever upside down triangle is. Saying a botchley's ugly is like saying shit's not particularly tasty. Can't say it's a lie, but it doesn't exactly convey the whole truth. Oh, great. Very repulsive, emerge at night. A botchling's curse can be lifted by transforming it into a lubberkin, a guardian spirit of the hearth that watches over the family it never knew and the house it never could call home. Alrighty then. Even the spirits of the children that never quite were find their way to haunt the living in this world. The veil between life and death does seem very thin in the realm of the Witcher. Alright, let us talk to the Baron.
Hey, Paul! Hey, Paul!
I feel a distraction coming. Nope, they are doing nothing. Great. Let us go to a fast travel post so that we can go talk to the Baron and find out where he buried his miscarried child. Be
Lightning strike.
Baron, why is your house on fire?
Castle's on fire!
People! I the others!
Set the stage
Huh. Something happened here. I'm not entirely sure what. Did the Baron go nuts? Or is this the credit of the botchling? So, like, he's called the Bloody Baron, but based on our very short conversation with each other, he didn't seem too awful.
Oswin. Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
All right, let's see if I can save the stable boy.
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Okay, that worked, I guess.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
All right, can I open? I keep forgetting I have these signs. I think I just made it, which is good and convenient.
We've a hero in our midst. The horses! Why, I'm prepared to forgive you the drubbing you gave those pricks at the crossroads.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
Hmm.
You white!
They ran.
Lock on, please.
Lying prick!
There we go. Where's the money,
We need to
Baron?
talk.
Give us the money. It's somewhere down there.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not
Oh,
once.
somehow that makes everything better.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
expect me to believe you are a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life.
Are you sure? I can also calm you too. With my fists.
I'd only lead you if I knew.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day.
The more you tell me the
this
truth,
time.
the more accurate picture I can
I'd
make
been soaking
of their
wet
escape.
3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it.
And that's why the furniture was
Tried to
redone,
stop her.
because he
She
redid it.
wriggled like an eel.
He covered up his
Struggled.
own fight.
She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and a pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out.
Yes, of course, it's her
The sight of
fault.
her always calmed me.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Oh, so that was actually just recently.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
You incantations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Yeah, monsters. You don't need to know the details.
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this...
Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Geralt.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
I wonder if this is actually going to lead to these two characters having some sort of understanding, not necessarily, not friendship. Like, what is this also going to mean for his marriage too? Like, would Anna even want to come back to this abusive husband?
Child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What's this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Ah, Father! Father! I only love you, Father. I feel like it's at this point, points like these where like the drama.
Spectres. Botchling's scent attracting.
Yep.
Something.
like when you have like drama and like science fiction or fantasy, use the axis sign. There we go. Okay. When you have like these monsters and then the serious drama, like the monsters get a little bit in the way. Also, I need to really stop randomly hitting buttons and hoping for the best.
What do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Like their whole talk about like Geralt confronting the Baron about his abuse.
More coming. Need to hurry.
Is a very dramatic scene. And then him holding this monster baby is it's a little funny. It's a little hilarious. And it almost undermines the drama of him abusing his wife and causing this monster baby to exist in the first place. It's like the idea of the monster was more horrifying, and the existence of the monster is more comedic.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
And also, this has turned out to be a bit of an escort quest. But that's okay. Also, what counts as the threshold? Do I have to hold the baby while you are... Oh.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
Okay, I admit that was a very heartfelt moment. And that overcame the silliness of holding the monster baby. But that's where what genre fiction can excel in, is that you can have like thrilling, strange, monstrous creatures, and you can still have humanity and moments that matter.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Daya should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this.
Would you like to pass the time with some
Time for
Gwent?
parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Yeah, you almost burned down your keep. Do I have to actually wait? All right, let's save our game. We've accomplished a bunch.
By
Geralt
blood's
is...
power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those
Oh,
bound to
gosh.
my blood.
Dea is still horrifying to look at. Can you guys see this? This floating... does the Lubberkin also have to look like a ghost fetus? If I run faster... That is an apt reaction to seeing the Lubberkin. Yes. Hello. At the very least, my food bonus is still good. And actually, having 20 minutes of food bonus is pretty useful. So that is definitely a skill I will keep. Especially since there's not really very many good ways to have a constant source of health. Oh.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way.
All right, Lubberkin.
Wants to show me something more.
What you got for me? So I think they disguise themselves as peasants to kind of blend in with regular villagers. Oh, hello. There's still one left.
Just had a field day. Still worth a closer look. Should examine that horse carcass.
Did I accidentally end up in another quest? Oh no, same quest, alright. They were transporting somewhere, and then they got eaten by necrophages.
What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days.
They'll even eat at Arby's. half bonus points if you get the
Wasn't a
reference,
microphage
only
to make
because
these
the thing is
marks.
popular.
Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't really have much answers, and I would go back to the Baron and I'm like, yeah, I turned your fetus into a spiritual protector of your home, but I did not solve the problem. Good luck.
That stench.
Look, Lubberkin, you're taking me through wolf and enemy-filled territory. Is that wolf going to still try to chew me up? Nope. Wolf has given up.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Are they those two over
Sure,
there?
Not even passing through. Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale.
Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
That is the problem with authority without... I forget the right word at the moment, but like if you have a figure of power or authority without the means of which that authority can be questioned, a dictator, so to speak, then there's no power, there's no leverage that people can have to say, oh, you're doing terrible things, you should probably stop doing the terrible things. But alas, that is also the world we live in today.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Fine. What happened next?
grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted, brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help.
So it's almost as like she's undermining the Baron.
War and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Thanks for your help.
Okay, but now...
She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Dea gracias. Bonus point, double bonus points if you get that reference. It's not exact. The exact reference would be Deo gracias. So we don't find Anna. We can find the daughter in Oxford. Where is Oxford? Way... Okay, what was I going to do? I was going to maybe put... the next point into a better... better charm, so I have better dialogue options. All right. Let us save our game. I would like to first go to the daughter. To see what Tamara is up to. That is a ways off. Well, let's see if we can get to this nearby town. Like, I should probably just hop on Roach. But this town doesn't seem like it's that far off. And in theory, it might have a fast travel point to unlock, which will be useful. We can at least use that fast travel to take us to a closer fast travel point. No, we don't need to worry about repairs at the moment. Let's go into town, see if we can find a fast travel post. Stay on target. Stay focused. And we do. And a notice board. Was this one of the places for the although that's 11. Fish Gulper, Smither, and Jonah. I mean, I can try. Let's save our game. We're getting distracted. That's okay.
What do they call you? Know how to fight?
Geralt. And yes.
Then enter the lists, my friend.
All right. Big money. Like, if I lose, I can just load the game.
Good folk. Fish Gulpers finally found a foe. Right here, right now, on the field of honor, he'll face none other than Geralt of Rivia, the Hammer.
You just say Geralt of Rivia. You don't need to... Like, Fish Gulper isn't Fish Gulper the hook.
The fight master, please. Cut of your mugs plain as day. What am I beside ye? I just want to live. These days, streams are bereft. No fish for me to gulp. And they's given a sack of flour to the winner. Show some pity. Take a fall for me.
No.
Not about to lose on purpose. If you want to win, you gotta beat me.
I'll give you the flour. I was wondering if you could use signs in these, but... Like, I can give you the flour. I don't care about the winnings.
We might have known. The Witcher took Fish Gulper and fish plowed his gob. Near warmed me heart to see him renovate his head. Not bad, not bad. Time to try your luck against Jonah. And then there's Smithy at the Inn of the Crossroads. Go to it, friend.
Maybe I should send them out to the country and catch some.
Hey, Fish Gulper.
What do you want?
I had to win, but I don't want your family to go hungry. Here, take the purse.
That's... why, thank you, master.
Yeah.
Scabies.
I'm not gonna lose on purpose, but hey, I'm not a completely heartless bastard. I'm a mostly heartless bastard. Alright, let's go to Mulbrydale. And then we need to go east. Always to the east. Bonus points if you get that reference. Roach to me!
Giddy up.
Am I actually able to cross into this place? Like, will I need to pass because it's going across the river, or is this... Yeah, we got another fast travel point. At the very least, we're unlocking fast travel points and quest markers. And we can always go back to collect those. Hello.
Crawl back under your rock.
That's very rude. I was gonna say, is there a reason why the pathing decided didn't want me to?
Faster.
To know where I'm supposed to go from this point? Can I? Can I jump from here into the water? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it doesn't seem like I'm actually able to cross. Let's try. Let's talk to this guy.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
This what you mean?
Let me look at that. Missing a seal, the red one.
Impossible.
Department of Civil Defense forgot again. They're really off their heads these days. Happens, so be it. You may come through.
Ah. I didn't even realize I had such a pass. That is convenient. Because I didn't get the illegitimate one. Either way, we have another fast travel point. Fantastic. Ah, there's a barber. We can see if the barber is open to some barbarism, as barbers are wont to do.
Your kind spreads disease. Defeat is. I won't. Taking a peek at my wares yet? Best wares this side of the pond top.
Okay.
I won't. Taking a peek at my wares yet?
I really don't care about your wares yet.
Long live Radovid.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
Ah, kitty.
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style.
Yeah.
Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally, we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Clearly.
Well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer.
Eh,
Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
as you can see.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
You said that earlier.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
I wonder if this is going to be the last we see of that lady. Or that duo. And this cat. Nibbles! His name is Nibbles. Nibbles the cat. How can you not love Nibbles the cat? How? Tell me your secrets, for I do not know them. Where am I going, by the way? Okay. I want to see if there's a marker by the east gate, because there was one by the west gate. And for some reason, I'm just assuming that there is going to be an equal fast travel point. But there clearly is not. So let us head over to that fast travel point and go back and talk to the Baron. And the Baron will hopefully tell us what he talked to Ciri about. I wonder if we're going to, like, I feel like this side quest isn't over. Like, there's going to be more to it. We're going to have to maybe find out what happened. Nope, we need to go here. What happens to Tamara's mother? What happened to Anna? Because, like, why would the game set up the existence of a giant monster and then not deliver upon it?
Anyone want to go and jump in puddles?
Nobody, boy. You will have to jump in puddles alone, 'cause you suck. So, like, it's, I guess it would be like Chekhov's. It's basically Chekhov's monster. I don't even know if I need necessarily too much intuition, as much as, like, if a game is going to introduce a giant monster in Act 1, it'll show up probably by Act 2 or 3. But thank you, Randy, nonetheless.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Okay, I'll help you. I know that's important.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
No. I came here for a very specific purpose, Peller.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Is it your deck of... No, it's just money. Just a cherry-flavored Truly. It's okay. I probably could have done better. But it'll do. Cheers to you too. All right. Now, let us talk to the Baron.
A word, please.
Oh my gosh.
Believe we've not had the pleasure. They call me the Sergeant. Left over from my army days, you understand. When me and Philip, meaning the Baron, served under a Temerian banner. Wanted to ask you about something.
Is it about ways to improve your haircut?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
And really, of any people to educate on the importance of gorgeous flowing locks, it's Geralt of Rivia. Somehow do the mutagens help his haircut? Like, do the mutagens that Geralt has taken just help his hair and his beard? Give it the strength to be as bold as it is today?
Got any vodka?
Why, hello, Baron.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms will please Daya most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear.
Yeah, you can't really become a good father in the epilogue.
Taking them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
I don't know. If he had an abomination of a haircut, it still might be the best thing about him.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
Yeah, literally every blade of grass is vibrating right now.
Any news for me?
Although I'm sure keeping that cap on at all times is not helping his haircut.
She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new Pantoblas from Toussaint. How can she not...
Is that a thing? Pantoblas? What ¿Qué está Pantoblas? A type of slipper. Oh. They're apparently a historic term for a shoe or slipper. All right. I guess they must be fancy ones if they come from Toussaint.
The sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not. True. But I'd change. I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenfurt, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
But I suppose, like, you can't really become a good father in the epilogue of your child's story.
Nothing to lose. Incidentally, what of my Annie? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her
Like,
trail.
her childhood is
What are you waiting?
practically over. Her adulthood has begun.
Like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, look, there's the incredibly memorable character, the sergeant.
Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
I mean, you know, I was just like swinging the sword.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone. Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're
Also, I would
teaching
imagine
together
that
to kill the wild boar as a pack, you might say.
Ciri is not going to be the, like, any of these Witchers aren't going to be the type who would tell people about Carmoden.
Razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Yes.
I just travel a lot. And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, you're trying to flatter them to be nice to you. Or at the very least, to stop asking questions.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
Ah, Sergeant is actually pretty on point with that one.
A woman could swing a sword. I've known
A she-wolf, akin to the White Wolf himself.
All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman.
Did I just combine both dialogue prompts? And instead of saying, what's the problem, and coward, I've done both.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever? Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
And then he never saw her again. Yep, nope.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man up!
I guess I will have to actually participate in a horse race.
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
So this horse race is probably going to be too long for me to just rely on sprinting the entire way.
Your sword is mine.
That'll be the day.
Want that horse?
Nope. Never mind. I just win. Excellent.
You're wind, not woman.
That was a lot easier than I was
Worthy of
expecting.
the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
and making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry, I'll find Anna too.
Ah, okay. Do I want to play Gwent with the head of the Gwent Club? My cards probably suck way too much for me to consider just challenging the head of the Gwent Society. So I'm going to pass up this opportunity to be immediately defeated by him.
So long.
All right. Let's see, how do we leave this place? Oh, hold on. Was that Sergeant? Sergeant! Ah. Sir, your child will never come back to you. Your wife is probably dead. And, I'm still looking for her, but she's probably dead. Monsters are about, the war's going on. Want to play Gwent? Perhaps a game of Gwent? Investigate all remaining leads in Velen and find the Barons. Do I have leads? Or is that going to be like the penultimate Velen quest? There's too much to do. Okay, so that's probably going to have to wait. I should probably talk to the ladies in the wood next. That seems... I missed that one. That's okay. That seems like the most appropriate choice. But for now, it's getting pretty late. Randy, thank you for stopping by, saying hi. Even if it was just for a little bit. I'm just going to save my game. The next time. So I'm trying to stream like Fridays and Saturdays, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. I feel like that's the best time for me to actually stream while not ruining my sleep schedule and all that. So I'll be back tomorrow at about 11 o'clock for some more Witcher. In the meantime, though, I very appreciate you coming by if you have the time. Yeah, apparently sleep is important. Who would have thought about that sort of thing? These monsters of health professionals. But yeah, in the meantime, though, good night. And have yourselves a good tomorrow.